What's up, guys? Welcome to another edition of Super Gamers World with Robbie Key. If you haven't checked out part 1 of this video that I'm doing, I basically reveal, well, not me personally revealing, because obviously Warner Brothers revealed it, but I discuss all the details that were given about the newly announced game, Batman Arkham Origins, which I am extremely excited about. And this is part 2 of the video where I'm going to talk about the other Batman Arkham game announced. And the title for this new game is going to be Batman Arkham Origins Blackgate. Now, unlike Batman Arkham Origins, this Batman Arkham Origins Blackgate will actually be a portable title that is coming out for the Nintendo 3DS and the PlayStation Vita, but it will launch on the same day as Batman Arkham Origins. And fortunately with Blackgate, we're not going down the God of War path where it's like prequel after prequel. So like prequel within a prequel, prequelception, whatever you want to call it. This Blackgate is actually going to take place after the events of Origins. Blackgate is being developed by Armature Studios, and if you don't know, the studio was actually started by a bunch of several big-named people who worked on the Metroid Prime series. And personally, I mean, those Metroid Prime games were critically acclaimed by both critics and Nintendo fans alike, so I think that alone is safe assurance that this could be a good game. And it's actually not going down the Origins, City, or Asylum route. This is actually going to be a 2.5D side-scroller, which is like, a bunch of you have likely and hopefully played Smash Bros, which, you can only move in 2 dimensions, but environments and everything else in the game is 3D. Hence 2.5D. And Blackgate is actually not taking place in Gotham. Instead, it's taking place on Blackgate Island, which is where a prison is located, and this prison was actually referenced in the beginning of Asylum, if you remember right. That's how the Joker got all of those prisoners over to Arkham Asylum to take it over. And Batman has decided to venture over to Blackgate because apparently a prison riot has started out for unknown reasons. There won't be cutscenes, but there will be comic book-like art style pictures, similarly to Infamous, if you've ever played that. It's really gorgeous artwork, and that's how it's going to be told. But there's also going to be a full-blown voice cast, so you're not going to have, just like grunting sounds throughout the game. You're actually going to have voice actors. And as a side-scroller, there will actually be like a bunch of secret passages that Batman can discover, and you can interact with the foreground and backgrounds, kind of like Shadow Complex, if you ever played that on Xbox Live Arcade. As some screenshots reveal, which I will, again, like part 1, I will show the screenshots at the end of the video. Like the pictures reveal, it looks like detective mode will be in Blackgate, unlike Origins, which wasn't necessarily confirmed, but it's kind of implied because it was in the other games too. It seems that rather than earning upgrades, you are actually going to pick up items dropped by enemies. Now, if they're taking out XP altogether, I'm not sure, but it appears there will not be upgrades. Batman will also have his old gadgets like, the explosive gel, the line launcher, and of course the Batarang. You can't have a Batman game without the Batarang. Total nerd moment, but you just can't. And just because this is a 2.5D side-scroller game, that doesn't mean there won't be the free-flow combat from the other games won't be in here. Except the combat won't exactly be similar to the other games. It's actually being built from the ground up, because it's a 2.5D game. And there will also be stealth elements, like you can still launch yourself up to the gargoyles to hide from enemies and other high places. So, yeah, even though it's not necessarily a 3D Batman game, it's still retaining a lot of the elements from the Arkham games. So it's good to hear this, because it could be really interesting. And this is actually a pretty unique concept. Apparently bosses can be fought in any order, and as a result, this actually lets players figure out how to defeat bosses on their own. I guess this doesn't really make it in order, but I guess if you don't have a specific item to take down a boss, then you can't progress. So I don't know. I guess we'll have to see how that turns out. But I mean, it's a unique idea either way. And again, there are still some things we don't know about, like with Origins. We don't know if there will be Riddler trophies or anything like that. I mean, like I said, one of the screenshots shows detective modes. We're not really sure how the combat works. I mean, the free flow will be the same, but again, we're not sure because it's a side scroller. And that's really all there is to talk about as far as Blackgate goes. I mean, there wasn't as much information as there was regarding Origins, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually pretty excited for this game. Although I think I'll admit a part of that is because, I'm just a huge Arkham City fan and I'm excited that, either of these games exists at all. So, and again, it's being made by people who came from developing Metroid Prime, which, like I said, were just critically acclaimed games. So I have faith this is going to be a really good game, and I'm actually really looking forward to it. Now, of course, I want to hear what you guys think. Are you excited for another Arkham game? Are you as excited as me? I severely doubt that. But are you excited? Do you think that this is just another waste of time? Do you think Batman should just die? Like, I want to know, so let me know in the comments section. And that brings us to the conclusion of this two-part Batman Arkham Origins reveal. I really hope that you guys are as excited for both Origins and Blackgate as I am. I am ecstatic about both of these games. October 25th is not here soon enough. Like, just looking at my clock, it's for another 6 months, 14 days, and 20 hours and 37 minutes. Sorry for that math time. I just did all that off the top of my head. But October 25th cannot be here soon enough for me. And that ends this edition of Super Gamers World with Robbie Key. Feel free to subscribe to my videos, follow me on Twitter. I mean, I give really relevant updates there, so yeah, just feel free to do whatever. And once again, thanks for joining me.